Welcome to the Smoke Sim, where the biggest debates in college football are settled on the field. Tonight, we kick off a new season with a national championship rematch. Indiana, Army. One simulation, one winner. Let's kick it off.
Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Indiana Hoosiers against the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Clapp. We are so excited to bring you the ultimate game in this college football season. Holly Rowe joins us ringside with some of the key storylines today. Holly?
Guys, Vegas has been waiting for this moment, the opportunity to host a college football national championship. And it all starts right now. Down on the field, it is crazy. Fans are frenzied here in Allegiant Stadium. It is loud and rocking. Can't wait for things to get going here after kickoff. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Indiana's offense will have the football first here. And welcome to this season's ultimate college football game, the national championship on the line here tonight. Which side can come up with performance under pressure? We saw Indiana do that against Miami a year ago. And Joe, because this season's game is in Vegas, it might also take a little luck tonight.
It absolutely might, but I think about iconic performances, and that's what it generally takes to win a national championship. We saw that a year ago with that unbelievable fourth down run from Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy winner, as he was able to get into the end zone against Miami. What player is going to develop that type of iconic performance here tonight?
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Back to throw. It's Hoover. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He lets it go. He's got his man in the open field. Here he goes. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a first and goal now.
That is a good completion from this quarterback. In this part of the field, everything is reduced down and restricted. The lanes are tighter, the windows are smaller, and they're able to get this conversion and create a first and goal. That's a really good job by this offense.
The Hoosiers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Wants to throw it. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line. second down and goal upcoming. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They draw first blood in this national title game. A tremendous start for this offense, right down the field, into the end zone, handling the moment, executing in this national championship game. And both coaches told us the importance of a start in this big game.
Well, you can't have a better start than you had right there. And we talk about momentum all the time. We talk about rhythm all the time. There is no better way to establish both of those than an early score. Terrific job of game planning and then execution by this group to stick it in the end zone early in this game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Hurricanes offense gets their first crack now. What an opportunity for this team. They're trying to skip some steps to go from all the way out of the bracket a year ago, now on the brink of perhaps winning a national championship.
Well, Chris, as you know, we've been around this group. It's the leadership on this crew. These leaders are so strong, and they've been singularly focused, and now they've got their opportunity. This is what they have wanted, and now's their chance. Go out and execute and win a championship. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, they've got him for a sack on third down.
It's so difficult to present pressure on the quarterback in a short yardage situation, and the defense is able to do it. That's a really nice job by this defensive coordinator and this defensive front getting home on third down.
The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. He'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the... Another great move. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable. He's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football. And because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Hoover. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts at the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Nice grab. It's Vaughn. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I was so excited to get into this ball game and see this guy play. He is so good and so effective in so many different areas. This time on a blitz, he's in the backfield. He's making a play. Reminds me a little bit of Caleb Downs from the last few years. Just how versatile he is all over the field.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Coming after him. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Chris, he's really got to be aware of where he is on the field. He was dangerously close to that pocket line. If he's inside the pocket, that really should have been grounding. To my eye, it looked like he was inside.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. They'll kick it away here. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Quick throw to the left. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
The completion sets him up just a yard for the marker here on second down. They're going to run it. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
Here's the second down play. Toss it to the back, running left. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Chris, we're going to look back on this plays as one of the defining plays of this game. With the lead, this offense is able to just hand the football off and get the first down on 3rd and long. This defense has got to be demoralized. They felt like they were going to get off the field, and they weren't able to do so. Again, this game, as critical of a play as we're going to have in this game.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The Hoosiers lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. With the catch, it's Richard. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Here we go, 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. What a catch! They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They get him down after the return, but that interception could be enormous.
Chris, this is one of the things I have loved about studying this defense, prepping for this game, is the awareness and their ability to diagnose, in particular, these screen passes. Watch how quickly they are out in front of the intended wide receiver, and they step in front for the interception. That type of awareness is just unique and rare.
And they begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here comes the rush. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
You just can't make this type of a throw. He throws it up for grabs. Basically, it's like a punt, and you got to credit the defense. They are able to track the ball and get this thing for an interception. Beautiful job by them, but serious mistake from the quarterback.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? To the air, it's Hoover. Looking for the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense, is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football, create contact to knock it loose.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Richard. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. And now the Hoosiers will spend their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
Well, we knew a huge key of this game was going to be this defense and their ability to tackle in space against this dynamic running back. And as he gets the ball on the outside, you would expect him to break a tackle, but he's unable to do so because of the leverage and pursuit of this defense. They are doing such a good job.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy.
At the half, Indiana has controlled the tempo of this game. The defense has set the tone, and Miami is still searching for answers. With 2 quarters left, can the Hurricanes find a spark, or will Indiana finish the job? Let's head back to the field.
Hoosiers will kick this away to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make a play to make up this deficit.
And Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often.
Short game makes it second and long. That's tough against a defense like this. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Pass incomplete. And a man shaken up on the play. Looks like it's their junior quarterback. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Looking to chuck it again. Screen to the wide receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, the key to these wide receiver screens is that the wide receiver has to make the first guy miss. If you can do that, there's a lot of yardage to be had. But if not, it's going to be a short gain, and you're going to be behind the sticks.
And the Canes will bring their punt team on the field now. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Using his legs, it's Richard. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play, an easy pickup for this offense.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Scanning the field. It's Hoover. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Richard. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Five-yard pickup on 1st down sets them up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
They miss missed a field goal on their last drive. Got to do something here on third down to get back in range. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on third and long.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on third and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. And he's got it from 58 yards away. Never in doubt.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. The back's got it. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Really solid stuff from this offense. Your quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. Now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They've got him down out near the 40. Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. A quick throw out left, complete. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Gotta go, gotta go. It's fast tempo, it's fast pace. You need the ball twice. You gotta get this down the field as quickly as you possibly can. As a quarterback, it's time to start putting the ball in precarious situations. Take some risks, force the ball down the field.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Chris, they can't stop him. He's too good of a player. We see it time and time again. Back-to-back big catches for this guy on the outside. And I got to tell you, as a play caller, don't get bored taking a profit. Go right back to him. They can't defend this guy.
Tight end goes in motion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Vaughn.
I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be thrown on time. Both of those happen, and it's completion for this offense.
Here we go. Seventh play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. Looking to throw yet again. He fires downfield. Caught. The ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense makes the recovery a turnover. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Pounding away with the run game. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
And there's the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. So now Miami will use their first timeout. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So what a huge call in this game. Wipe away the first down with the offensive pass interference call and back them up 15. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Now the Canes will go ahead and spend their 2nd timeout here. We've got 1 more timeout to use now.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense.
The Hurricanes will call their 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Richard. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. They make the tackle, but that first down should be the clincher for our new national champions. What a moment. One final play for this quarterback to secure the championship, a moment he'll never forget.
And the trust that this coaching staff has in him in this moment to cap off a national championship throwing the football in this situation. This is why he will be a legend forever around this program.
It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an enormous achievement. National champions with a perfect record. That has been rare in the history of this sport, especially in the playoff era. Joel, think about that. What it took to get here. Never to stumble. Always to answer the challenge.
And Chris, it's never been harder in this era because of the 9 games in the conference schedule, the conference championship game. You've got to go through the entirety of the college football playoff. To achieve this, it's almost unprecedented. We've seen a couple of teams come close. We saw Indiana a few years. They were able to get it done. But my goodness, what a year for this group and this coaching staff. This is a team that all of college football will remember for a long time.
And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
The final whistle is blown, and Indiana defeats Miami 10-0. This was a defensive battle from start to finish, with Indiana controlling the game on both sides of the ball. The Hoosiers finished with 228 total yards while holding Miami to just 114. Indiana won the turnover battle, forcing the takeaways while protecting the football when it mattered most. On offense, they stayed efficient, converted key third downs, and made enough plays to secure another championship victory. The numbers tell the story. Disciplined football, timely execution, championship defense. Now the question is, did the Smoke Sim get it right? We'll find out on game day. If you enjoyed today's simulation, be sure to subscribe and come back every week as we simulate the biggest matchups before kickoff. Smoke. This is the Smoke Sim, where the debate ends.